What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. The 2022 Elimination Chamber featured a big title change, but it also featured its fair share of goofs and gaffes. Join us now as we look at all the blunders and bloopers at this year's Elimination Chamber show. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Number 1. The Miz takes it easy on Rey Mysterio. And The Miz vs Rey Mysterio was a fun way to start the show, but it didn't go off without a hitch. During the match, The Miz stomped and kicked at Rey, but unfortunately, one of his worked kicks was clearly shown on camera, exposing the fact that the A-lister wasn't actually kicking Rey. Whoever was running the production truck quickly caught on, switching things to a different angle, but there was no escaping the phantom kick. Number 2. Rope break? Who needs a rope break? A Roman Reigns vs Goldberg was the kind of short but sweet bout fans have come to expect from Dollar Bill, as he rarely wrestles more than 5 or 6 minutes. But that didn't stop his match with the Universal Champion from being a blockbuster, as he looked strong against Reigns and at one point had the champion on the ropes, ready to end the match with his finisher, the jackhammer. Now that's where everything fell apart. No, Goldberg didn't drop Reigns on his head like the Big Bad Bill did to The Undertaker at 2019 Super Showdown, thankfully, but Reigns countered, locking Goldberg in the guillotine choke. Goldberg struggled to escape, eventually passing out. The only problem was that the WWE Hall of Famer reached the ropes on at least one occasion. Goldberg drove Reigns into the corner, touching the rope with both hands, a move which should have forced a break. Instead, the referee ignored Goldberg reaching the ropes, and the announcers did nothing to cover for the referee's blunder. The announcers could have even said that the referee had a 5 count for Reigns to release the hold, but instead they ignored it, adding to the fans' confusion. While Goldberg was undoubtedly booked to lose, the blunder took away from Reigns' win and the fans' enjoyment of the match. Number 3. Drew McIntyre drops Madcap Moss on his head. As bad as the blunder in the Reigns vs Goldberg match was, at least no one got hurt. That definitely didn't seem to be the case in Drew McIntyre's Fall Counts Anywheres match against Madcap Moss. During the back and forth bout, largely due to Happy Corbin constantly interfering in the match, McIntyre hit an Alabama slam on Moss, slamming him down so hard onto the mat. But the only problem was that Moss took the bump directly on his head. Moss continued wrestling, a testament to his toughness, as he clearly landed wrong. Thankfully, Moss appears to be okay so far as PW Insider's reporting. Madcap Moss is said to be okay backstage after taking a scary bump when tucking his head during the Alabama Slam during the Drew McIntyre Falls Count Anywhere match at today's WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, there was concern in the moment, but we are told he was checked out and the word is he looks to be fine. Number 4. WWE can't tell time. Fans looking forward to the Viking Raiders challenging the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships were disappointed when the match ended in a no contest after Jey and Jimmy Uso jumped Eric and Ivar on their way down to the ring. According to Fightful Select, the two teams were flown to Saudi Arabia for a planned match, but it ended up happening as instead there was an attack angle that took the Raiders out. Those we heard from claimed that this was the plan and it wasn't cut for time. The show had a hard out of 3 hours. There were plenty of transitional videos that could have also been cut for time if needed. Number 5. A smoky sign of things to come. Bobby Lashley's unanticipated but likely planned exit from the Elimination Chamber may have been foretold by his not so brilliant entrance before the bout. The Almighty made his entrance to the ring as his pyro went off, or in this case didn't go off. Instead of the fireworks, the WWE Champion received a couple of puffs of smoke. While this was an anticlimactic entrance, it could have been worse compared to what happened to The Undertaker when the Phenom competed at the 2010 Elimination Chamber, only to get charbroiled by the pyrotechnics accident on his way to the chamber. Number 6. Skirting the issue. Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair's twin suplexes on Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan should have been a thing of beauty, as the two powerhouses went to deliver synchronized suplexes. Unfortunately for the Nightmare, Alexa's skirt kept getting in Ripley's face, leading to the former Raw Women's Champion suplexing Bliss a little too soon. Number 7. Liv Morgan gets a leg up. That wasn't the only mistake in the Women's Chamber match, which was excellent nonetheless, as Liv Morgan was knocked off the top turnbuckle by Doudrop. At least she was supposed to be. Morgan got a leg stuck on the top rope, resulting in her being in an awkward upside down spot. Fortunately, a quick thinking Doudrop freed Morgan's boot. Number 8. Becky's bump. Alita vs Becky Lynch had some good moments, including a near fall that had fans on the edge of their seats as Alita looked to be on her way to becoming Raw Women's Champion. Unfortunately, there was an escapable spot where the champion fell down, apparently on a phantom banana peel. Not only was the bump inescapable, but the WWE replayed it just to dispel any doubts in fans' mind that it actually happened. Number 9. Becky calls an audible. Becky Lynch continues to grow as one of the WWE's best wrestlers, but her audible early on in her match had to have fans wondering if she started taking advice from John Cena, whose loud voice has led to some comedic moments when fans can hear him talking with opponents about what move is coming up next. At one point, Becky was standing outside on the mat apron when she loudly told Lita to take a swing at her, which Lita did.
And Becky.
Number 10. Riddle stumble. One error you might have missed was when Seth Rollins placed Riddle in the Tree of Woe. At one point it looked like Seth was going to perform a move on wrestling's ultimate bro off the top rope, but either Riddle jarred Rollins or Rollins slipped, leading to the two superstars having to go to a different move. Number 11. Riddle flopped his flip-flops. Now we all love it when Riddle comes into the ring and manages to kick off his flip-flops in front of the whole crowd. Now, that didn't happen though tonight, as Riddle flopped his flip-flops. But there you have it folks, the bloopers and blunders that happen at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.